First off, I want to thank the brave men and women who work behind the wall. I want to thank them on a national level because their job goes unrecognized.
How do they try to turn a guard?
Well, correctional officer. Sorry, I apologize. But correctional officer.
How you guys doing today? It's Anthony Gangi, host of Tier Talk. My boy Tommy from Free Field Training, great YouTube channel for law enforcement professionals. He decided to help me create a video that can help us make a decision on the front line. I'm a big fan of Tommy's work. I think his videos are awesome. They're very informative. But the reason why I wanted to have Tommy do this video is because Tommy's a police officer. We're correctional officers. And Tommy sees where both our worlds run parallel. He sees the importance of what we do. And that's why I thought it'd be great for him to provide us some tips in decision making. And I think these tips are just great. We're talking about decision making in this moment of what's happening. When we have to make a decision on limited resources and just limited information. So thank you, Tommy, for taking time out to create this video. I'm sure my audience is looking forward to listening to it. And guys, don't forget, after the video's done, we would love your thoughts on some tips for decision making. Okay, Tommy, it's all yours.
Hi, I'm Tommy from Free Field Training, and Anthony Gangi asked me to come on Tier Talk and talk to you guys about decision making. Now, Anthony comes at things from a supervisor and administrator's point of view, and he thought it might be interesting to bring a line level person in to talk about decision making and why decision making is important. Now, I have a YouTube channel called Free Field Training. If you haven't subscribed to it or checked it out, you should go check it out. There's going to be a link down below. And I'm a police training officer, so my experience is out on the street, not behind the walls. Luckily, though, a lot of this stuff crosses over. So when it comes to decision making, the important thing to keep in mind isn't that what decisions you make are super critical. It's that being able to articulate why you made that decision is critical. And this is what I teach brand new rookies that I have on the street. You could make a decision about something that could go either way and be completely wrong and find out later that you're completely wrong about it. But no one's going to be angry about it if you have a very good reason why you did it. I'll give you a quick example. Recently, I had a case where dude got his car stolen and he left the car running, person hopped in, drove away, immediately crashed into a pole. Guy that stole the car hopped out and ran. Now, is that a motor vehicle collision report? Or is that a motor vehicle theft report? Guess what? It doesn't matter. Now here, those are two different forms, two different things. But it doesn't matter what form I do it on, because either way the information is going to be the same. And no matter what I did, I was very likely to be wrong. So I picked one. I did a motor vehicle theft report. And just as I suspected, about 30 minutes later, I get a call from my boss. Hey, why no 1050 report? It's what we call motor vehicle collision reports here in Illinois. And I said, well, you know, there really wasn't any information put on there. We don't have a driver, obviously, because the car was stolen. The guy has no idea who drove it. And we don't have any video from the gas station. And we know what the car is, but that's pretty much it. So there's really nothing extra put on the report other than what was in the motor vehicle theft report. So I just picked one. But, you know, if you want me to do a motor vehicle collision report later, you want me to do a 1050 later, doesn't matter to me, I'll do that. And you know what? He was like, well, you know what? We'll let it fly and we'll see what record says about it when they get it. If they need a 1050 report later, we'll do it later. That's easy. Paperwork we can always fix. And a vast majority of times when people have trouble with decision making, they don't want to make a decision because they're afraid that people are going to be critical of what they're doing. And that doesn't really matter. People can be critical all they want, but what matters is how it hashes out at the end of the day. And most of the decisions that we make are paperwork related, they're administrative related. Sometimes we can't just call the boss isn't there, or you know, we can't get a hold of them, or it's not something that they want to be bothered with, or whatever the reason is. But most of the stuff like that, we've got all day. I like to tell new guys, dude, we got the rest of our lives to fix this paperwork. That's not what's important. What's important is your ability to make decisions when split seconds count. And when split seconds count, that's where making a bad decision could get somebody hurt, killed, fired, whatever. In those situations, guess what? It's the same thing. The decision you make, the determination you come to, is not nearly as important after the fact as why you came to that decision. That's why we can't be afraid to make decisions, because if we're stuck in a situation where we have to make a split-second decision and somebody can get killed if we do the wrong thing, we also don't have the time to do nothing. Because doing nothing, we're pretty much guaranteed a terrible outcome. Right? So we make a decision. And if it turns out it's the wrong decision, right? We get the choice between pulling that person out of the burning car or using our fire extinguisher on the car to try to tamp it down until the fire department can get there. If we do nothing, the people in the car are dead. If we do something, we've got a chance. And that's what decision making comes down to. So we can't be afraid to make decisions, because the decisions that we make are always going to be better than inaction. Because inaction is like us not being there at all. And at that point, why are we even coming to work? So that's my take on decision making. It'll be interesting to see your takes on decision making down in the comments below. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to Tier Talk if you're new here. And if you haven't checked my channel out, go down to the link in the description, check out Free Field Training. I post videos about all sorts of stuff all the time. Until next time, you guys be safe and you take care of each other.